So here we are today at Legit Street Quarters with Alex.
Hello.
It's awesome to be here, and Kevin and I are going to be regraining his barn find that hasn't seen the light of day in 32 years. We're also doing some minor door work on replacing a piece of the harness, and we're going to help him get this thing going. He's been doing tons of cosmetics on it, and we're going to just kind of help him finish it off.
The car doesn't run yet, but it's going to look like it does.
Yeah, we're going to start with looks first, and we'll worry about driving later.
Exactly.
It's going to be the best non-running DeLorean out there.
Yeah, she'll look great. So pushing it around, she'll look really good.
That's right.
So cool. So we found a little dimple there, and I worked about half of it out.
Oh, okay.
And then there was another one like here, and that one came out. I can't really even see it there.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good size.
So while I was doing all the wiring repair, Mike kept on working here. I mean, this is insane, guys. He's not even done. He still has to do some blending. So right now, Mike and Kevin from DeLorean Nation are working away at regraining the entire vehicle. And Mike and Kevin have a YouTube channel called DeLorean Nation. So if you guys want to see a ton more awesome DeLorean content, Mike sent me some videos after I bought mine. I wanted to check. And yeah, if you guys are in the market for a DeLorean, you got to check out the videos. There's a ton of good information. And Kevin came all the way in from Madison, Wisconsin, right?
That's right. Yep.
Awesome.
Put a 2-hour drive down here too, so not too bad.
All right, and you're working on this door right now, right?
Yeah, so right now we just finished up grading on this part of the right rear quarter, and now I'm going to start working on the top of the door. And the grade of this car really isn't all that bad, but it does, if you, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's some scratches in here. Just probably somebody set something on your wall as a storage or something like that. Who knows where that came from, but we're going to hit this with 120 grit sandpaper in the wolf head wheel, and we should be able to run that right out of there. And we're doing this basically restoring it back to factory grade. And you know, you're still gonna have fingerprints everywhere, no matter what. Because people are gonna push on the door, and everybody comes up and they're gonna
touch it.
is this aluminum?
Yeah.
All the time. This is actually a dealer arrow tool that was designed specifically for graining this car. They took an arrow tool that this company made, ARO, and geared it down to spin at a particular 1,000 RPM. And then this is actually a horsehair head. And the same company that made this is out of Indianapolis, and that's who both of the wolf heads that Kevin and I are both using today came from.
So all the dealers in the United States would have to have this in order to regrain?
Yep.
Wow. How does the horsehair actually work? You guys are obviously not using it, so.
You know, it depends. Like, Kevin gets used to what he has, and I get used to what I have, even though there's similar tools, different widths. I have guys that have started with horsehair and they prefer the horsehair. You can't get it anymore. So this is like a simulated, which to me, I'm used to it. But the funny thing is when you start to use them, you'll see how this one's pretty worn. I wouldn't use this anymore, but it has like a nice curl to it. And these have been, they kind of get damaged from setting the tool on there for years. But the nice curl, that's something that when my brushes get a curl, I don't want to go back to like newer straight brushes.
Oh.
You get used to certain aspects of them.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
There is a manual. One version of it says gasoline is a cleaner, which is just retarded.
I mean, does it hurt it though?
No,
Okay,
it won't
so
hurt
I wanted to-
it. It'll hurt you.
Yeah, I wanted to show that.
Let's clean the car for an hour and system gas.
Yeah, no. They weren't thinking of the environment back then.
If I find that clip,
I love how the car. Does this car have an evap system?
Yes.
It's funny. It's got an evap system, but then
Yeah, right
Tell me
there.
your gasoline.
Yeah, just pour it all over the top of it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the stuff that's in the fuel system.
That's awesome.
Molded plastic. Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yeah.
Always here to catch those special moments.
Rigger in a car, no problem. Pull the door out, put it back on, no problem. Get a rivet out of a plastic.
There was only one that was not sliced. Yeah. I mean, some of them were holding on by like one strand. Yeah. Okay. Let's feed. All right, so we're gonna feed our wires through this unobtainium sleeve that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist anymore.
The only one left to exist. It's like it's rarer than plutonium.
What really stinks about this not existing is that this is a very cosmetic part of the car. When you have the door open,
To Alex. Most people would never be like, I'm gonna be like, oh, you've got such a nice boot on your car. I'm gonna use that as a sales.
Oh, I got the bungee cord on there.
Oh, here.
I appreciate that. It's your attention to detail, Alex, but yeah, most people don't give a crap about what the boot looks like. And this is what, that's probably from when you wash it and you wash the crap down from underneath the rub strip.
yeah. And barkeeper's friend is typically used for people they use it on their refrigerators and stuff, right?
It's like kitchen sink cleanser.
Okay.
Stainless sink cleanser, bar. It's made for bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
It's their typical clientele.
All right, guys. So we are going to experiment with cleaning the car with gasoline here in a moment, and I'll explain. But first, we're going to do it the right way. So we haven't regrained this section here, but you can see there are a lot of fingerprints on the stainless steel. It's just like your refrigerator. It's kind of annoying. And then there's just some other some other corrosion, little scuff marks here. And to clean this, we're going to use barkeeper's friend. So this stuff has been out for all of time.
Yeah, this has been around for a long time as a bar and restaurant cleaner, kitchen sink cleanser. They make it in a few different forms. I prefer it in the powder. And what I do is take a damp rag, and we can shake it down into a damp rag, and then kind of work it in, and then just rub it over the stainless.
So then when DeLorean owners want to wash their car, they just wash it like a normal car, and then they do this?
Yeah, this is probably maybe a once a year clean. You don't have to do this each time, and you do want to, once you do this, you should rinse it all off.
Okay.
Because it can bleach like the rockers and non-stainless stuff, so you don't want to just leave it on for a long time. But yeah, there's kind of a rundown here. You can see.
Wow, that's almost instant.
So the grain does trap dirt in it. Even if it didn't have any of that on it, there tends to be a brown hue to the stainless just because there's dirt within the grain, and then this brightens it up and kind of gives it more of a blue hue. And so it can make a big difference in not a lot of time.
What have you done in the
Nope, none of that's done. So you can see some of the scratches and stuff up here if you want to focus in on some of that. And people will wonder why I have the tape on the hood.
Yeah.
And that's just, I use it as a marker so that my grade, so my lines.
Oh, yeah.
So I can use that to judge where I am with the wheel so I'm not going like this.
It came right off. It's easy to do it on the side, so just put this over.
Okay.
You can take the rear, take it
All right, here we go. Yeah. All right, DeLorean door back on.
You got a good grip.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah.
Drop some glass on the floor. If we bring it forward and just tuck it right in the edge.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay. Just watch the harness, but you can kind of probably get it set, and we'll fish the harness before we do the torsion bar. And that should be fine.
Okay.
Should we stick this thing? I don't know if this has to get it. Bolt start. I've got it kind of on my shoulders, so I'm fine with the door right now.
Okay. Right.
You got it started?
Yep. Got the top one started. I gotta shimmy this a little bit to get the bottom one going. How are yours?
Not good.
Not good. Okay.
You think you got something in still?
I have the top one.
You got the top one, but we could probably broomstick this and then shift it to get the other bolts lined up.
Here, if you can lift it up on your side, maybe I can get the second one in there too, and then we can work on yours. So like if you lift yours up a little, I think that would line up.
Okay.
Hey, my Wheaties today.
Thanks.
Actually, what you're seeing. So this is like hour 10, I think, roughly today. Been living on DeLorean lifestyle lately. It's good for losing weight. I don't eat at all. I just keep working.
Call that living the dream, Alex.
Yep.
Living the dream. Which, if your viewers don't know, that was the slogan for DeLorean. Live the dream.
Live the dream?
Yep.
Live the dream, people. That was the DeLorean slogan. Hey, what did it say on the inside of that one door? Was it a door?
There was one that was the last production door, and it said, "Will the dream still be alive?" It was the last car that the factory had screwed together, and they, at that point, were unsure if another one would ever be built, and to date, not really.
So someone wrote that on the inside of the door. They had to pop the door panel off and find it, and then the owner of that car ended up just hanging. Like they just hung it up as a decoration, right?
Yeah, it's now kind of in a museum in Texas, in the DeLorean Museum in the Humble, Texas facility.
It's a little eerie. Like the workers at the factory were like, "Is this it?" And they wrote it on the inside of the door, "The last DeLorean." How crazy is that? The whole DeLorean story is insane. The factory was only open for 18 months in Ireland. The workers had to basically sign a contract that they wouldn't fight their civil war inside of the factory. Because at the time, the Protestants and the Catholics in Ireland were just, they weren't happy with each other.
Yep, there was a Catholic entrance and a Protestant entrance, and the rule was once you came inside the building, they had to work together, they had to take lunch together, and it was the first time they kind of started to see each other as human beings. All right, I got the upper. So let's try to stick this thing.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Official DeLorean broomstick. Okay. Yeah, that's 100%. Oh my gosh.
We're good.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't want a power tool.
Yep. I totally agree. What were we using that on?
And then Alex was smart enough to mark this beforehand, so we're just kind of going to go back to our witness mark on where the door was, and that'll be a good start for hopefully it closes like we want it to. It was a real good closing door, so Alex is going to make he's going to make sure it closes just as good as it used to. Right? So this one, I can lift it up. Alex,
Okay.
That's probably about where we were. You would
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's right where my Sharpie is. And we're gonna get this at least as good as the Irish workers did back in 1981.
I think we can.
I think we
They
can.
got nothing on us. He's even wearing his lucky green today. So.
That's right. I hate me Lucky Charms. I have a lot of Irish friends, so I can say that.
I'm Irish, so
Oh, there you go. See?
Irish and Italian.
It's Chicago. Lots of Irish and Italians. We all make fun of each other. It's a wonderful thing. No one really cares. It's just all fun. Top of the morning to you, ladies. See? I didn't get punched. I'm using the world's smallest ratchet right now. I couldn't find anything else in the moment. All right, we'll give that a final kind of torque once we know this is all set up.
Yep. We can probably go ahead and
Pop
get a
that
little
guy
bit
out.
of assistance here.
Okay.
It's not.
That'll sound, yeah.
It's not calibrated to our stick size.
Right.
It's for we can hold off on that. That ain't gonna be fantastic. Now we gotta figure out how to get this through.
If we close the door, I can do it.
Okay.
Like, close it partially here. You want to?
Yeah.
You want to get the door and just lower it a little, and I'll feed this through. All right, now we have to feed this wiring harness through. In hindsight, we probably should have done this a little bit differently.
Yeah, we should have one of our two cameramen fishing.
We got wires.
Yep,
Okay, cool.
ours good.
All right, sweet. All right, we're gonna check our body lines before we put everything back together.
And before the torsion bar goes in, we're mainly just making sure it still fits the hole. Because the torsion bar will torque up the door and it'll fit different, but if it closes fully and the gaps look good, this is a really good sign. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, these gaps are actually right where they were, and these are actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, considering it's a DeLorean, where I mean, this is normal. Like this is normal right here. Like this kind of stuff, it's hilarious. The fit and finish on this car is horrible. So you almost like can't mess it up, honestly. But this is great.
This is also a decent time to see, like the door has not been grained, the rear has. So like here you can see how it's just brighter.
yeah. Wow, look at the difference on the graining.
And then a lot of like, there's a little scratches going, vertical here, and the regrain gets it all going horizontal again.
We've been working away so much here. I haven't even had a chance to like stand back and look at some of the regrain. This is wild. Look at that. So we have our before and our after. Oh, Kevin, you did that other side already, didn't you?
I did do that other side. So
Yeah. I didn't even get to go look at Kevin's beautiful work yet. Wow. Look at this thing. Yeah, see, this door line is really nice too. Beautiful. And
This
we-
thing
and
really
we're still technically not done, right?
We still need to blend it out yet, but as far as the regraining, I've regrained all 3 panels here. There was a little bit of rust on the bottom of this door like you had on the other side, and we were actually able to get all of that out. So I'm really, really pleased with the way that came out. So other than running the blending pad across this side, I think we're pretty much square away.
That's probably about the angle you want to turn it into that. So. Pull it off. Okay, good.
And then, can you come in like really close in here? Yeah. Okay, so with tension on the torsion bar, now I can slide this on.
Black marks lined
A
up.
little bit more. There we go. Now we have our Sharpie lines marked. Our Sharpie lines line up. And we can start to get these guys in here. And a little bit less tension. A little bit less. Okay. Alright, so we got those started. Okay, that's tight. Good there.
11:30 or so at night here. It's been a long day. Finally back in the truck to go get a bite to eat with Mike, and then I'm gonna head home to Wisconsin, which is, I don't know, probably 2-hour drive. Hopefully I can make it home before midnight, but we'll see. Doubt it. So, man, what a day. Awesome. Mike and I are both big fans of Legit Streetcars and Alex's YouTube channel. We've been following him for quite a while, so to go over there today and work in his shop and help make that DeLorean look a little bit better was a great time. So it's been a long day. We've been there all afternoon. Mike got there about 3 hours before I did and kind of got things started with helping him get the door off and whatnot, and got a lot accomplished. Got the wiring in the door all fixed, got the door removed and put back on. We got some pretty big dents out of it that look fantastic. Now you can't even tell they were ever there. Replaced an upper door seal. Just all kinds of stuff. Anthony Zamfoti came in with his drone and his GoPro and with his camera and filmed a bunch of videos, took a bunch of pictures, which is all the footage that you guys saw in this video. And I'd like to give a special shout out to him for giving up a bunch of hours of his day and coming over and helping us out with that, and capturing the whole thing. So Alex has a really good start on that car. It's come a long way already. He's got a lot of work to do, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch the channel and see how things are going. And hopefully Mike and I get the chance to go back over there and lend some support again once it's time to get that thing running. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, enjoy the channel.